Hi, I'm Sonja. Ultimately, I want to help you be out of pain. And what I have found over the years of working with people is that it actually needs to be a two-part approach. First of all, you need to be working with the right muscles, and that's a lot more complicated than I ever would have thought initially starting out. Some people can just go to physical therapy, learn an isolated exercise just on that area, but usually the whole body needs to be looked at alignment. So if your shoulder is uneven, could it be coming from your rib cage actually being off? And so there needs to be a bigger, more holistic thing looking at the body. In an ideal world, we wouldn't have so much restriction in our fascia and our connective tissue, but as you strengthen your muscles, you pull, and over time, if you do too much repetitive of, for example, linear exercises, so more typical of the gym and even in Pilates. Those are great foundations and really important to know if you're working the right muscles, but it's actually a little bit more complicated as far as where you need to ultimately progress to, because if you keep too linear in your movement, you're going to keep pulling the same direction, and that's going to ultimately not support your body in the right way. When you move, you need to have a stabilizing area and you need to have a mobilizing area. So the first thing I like to do is not fight against ourselves. And so what I'm going to teach you how to do, and so you can go do it at home, and then you can come in to do movement therapy, is something more like fascia. So you could use a towel. You could use something like this ball to start. What I'm looking for is exploring the body to find out where the adhesions are, where the tension is. I don't want you to tense. So if you're someone who's really tense, you might need something like the ball. As we progress, that might get more of the myofascia. We want to go deeper and get closer to like the bone and the fascia and the connective tissue restriction. So we might use something a little harder of wood. It's a little different because you need to be still and you need to hold and you need to sink, but it's going to really give insight into where are you feeling the pain. Oh, we're leaving the pain side alone. We're trying to see how the connective tissue and muscles can lead to where the pain is, because the pain is probably something nerve related. We're going to leave the nerve alone. We're going to go somewhere else to try to figure out how can we take the pressure off of the muscles, the connective tissue, off of the bones, which is where the nerves sit. And then keep going around, offer insight, because something like knee pain might be coming from actually hip pain or improper glute loading and stuff. So then starting out with Pilates is a great foundation because that is linear movements. You figure out where a point of stability is, where a point of mobility is. Then also it's resistance loaded. So this is one of the machines. It's a tower. It's part Cadillac with some springs, and then it looks like a bed, but actually underneath there's a moving part. So the further you push out, the more tension you get. And so this is really great for people who are more unstable and weak. The further you go out, the more it supports you, and then you have to have resistance coming in. So it really works on the negative, the resistance, and allows you to kind of figure out whole body stability and whole body alignment. If you're someone who's more tight, we need to work something with more resistance of cables. So it's a consistent weight no matter if you're out or in. And sometimes if people are really tense or a little stronger, they do better than this, but they also might not be able to access the deep muscles because their big, strong muscles are always taking over. So something like resistance might be better. If we were to just work with gravity and weights, you can only work so many muscles. So machines I find are really important in order to teach new muscles to work, and we keep peeling layers away. So sometimes we work on an area, we see whole body alignment, and in 2 weeks there's a different issue going on, but it's something that we can then keep addressing because we're really peeling away at patterns. How do you live through life? What muscles do you use? What tension do you have? What are your ups and downs? So I like seeing people a lot at their worst because then we can really figure out strategies together to figure out what it is that you need, because everyone's really different. It needs to be personalized. So instead of just going to just a physical therapist or just a yoga instructor or just a strengthening coach, really I'm overseeing everything to try to figure out what you need for your body, because I'm not just a one specialized trainer. Everyone needs a different approach depending on the body and life. So let me know if you have any questions, and I hope I can help your body feel less pain.